In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Pass to Flash. Drops in the layup for two. Flash has got the opening field goal of the game for the Bulls.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Here's Leonard. Vucevic with the block. On the wing, Levine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
And with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Now here's Jackson. Defense right on him. Takes the three. Rebounded by Anthony. Vucevic to the pass to Levine. To the middle. Here's Flash. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's good. 2 points.
He uses the threat of his drive to open up looks for him offensively. Jackson is one smart cookie.
Here's Flash and block. That one goes careening off the glass. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And that little pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. Here's Flash, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And this is a rematch from the NBA Finals a season ago. They came up a little short, looking for some redemption tonight.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Anthony against Leonard.
And it's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
And you also have to give them some credit for the ball movement today. Their assist numbers a little bit above average. That's impressive.
Clippers trail by 3. George passes to Cousins. Leonard against DeRozan.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And Levine knows how to use the spacing on the floor to his advantage, whether it's attacking the basket himself or setting up a teammate.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Cousins with it. Now guarded by Vucevic. And Leonard gets it to go.
He is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Flash. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
George looking around. Oh, Leonard in position. Kawhi to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Here's Flash, and there's the drive.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Outside Jackson. the wing, George. Clock at 6. Back to Jackson. Misses the 3. Inside. Here's Flash. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul.
Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Shooting for Chicago, number 86, 2 shots.
That's good from Flash. Both free throws good from Flash. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 6. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing
Number
go wrong,
86.
then another.
That's his first
then another.
personal foul.
Really, the
First
story of
team
the game.
foul.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything
Taking 2
going.
shots.
That free throw, no good.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
He hits the second from the line. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Flash. Scheming.
Number 86.
Okay.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Leonard. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Number 86.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. Cousins. Outside for Jackson. From deep. No good there. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
His touches left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Passes it to George from downtown. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Yeah, Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Here's Flash.
Number 86.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And it's Leonard missing. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Pacers in Indiana.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, it never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And here are the Clippers now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Jackson. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from Flash.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Offensive rebound. Vucevic. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Over to Rosen. And the Clippers miss again. The Bulls leading by 14. Here's Levine. Plays it up and makes it in. Levine's got his second basket.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Now Jackson. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Quick first step. Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Here's Flash. They lead by 14. From 11 feet away, he can't get that one to fall. L.A. has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they paid a price.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Here's Jackson. The Bulls getting the bucket. Cantor. The pass to man. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Cantor. Ball with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Here's Flash, and he uses the glass on the layup. Flash has got 29 in the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
He's covered by Ball. Takes the 13-footer and misses it off the right side of the rim. The Bulls leading by 16. To the wing on the left. Here's Flash. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Here's Flash. He's got 31. Can't hit from 12. One thing about Kawhi Leonard's defense, Brent, his quick hands really help him.
Well, isn't it incredible, Kevin, every year how many steals Kawhi gets that are so much different than any other defender in the NBA, where he literally rips that ball away from any offensive player and takes off down the other end of the floor.
And it's Williams with the ball for Chicago. It's a 16-point game. Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. And here is Los Angeles now.
Hey, yo, right here.
And no good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Number 86.
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Flash. He has 35. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers trail by 18. 35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Man. Uses both hands to smack it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. And Flash gets it to go.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Leonard against Johnson. Right side Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, an MVP candidate. Why? Well, they're the reasons right there. One of the best two-way players we've seen in the past 5 years.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back. And one of the most prolific offensive rebounders in the league, Enes Kanter, breaks down the...
It gives an extra position. It's demoralized the opponents. And I think it gives my teammates so much confidence. Tell them, hey, shoot it with confidence. And if you miss him, I'm going to go get it for you.
Great, so valuable having players who don't need plays called for them to have an impact.
And he's shown he can score in the paint, but if he's not getting touches, he could also go and attack that offensive glass.
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Well, just taking it right at the opposition and the other team right now. No answers and no way to slow them down.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Kennard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Man in at the small forward.
Coming onto the floor for the
whole
Bulls.
new lineup now. The Bulls leading by 10. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Flash in the last game against the Pacers had a huge game. He ended the game with 68 points. There was no answer for him all game long. It looked like he got whatever shot he wanted out there. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. Chicago's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Levine, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the inside. Here's Flash. He has 40. Look at that. And the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd. Woo.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Pass to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Covered by Anthony. 6 to shoot. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Los Angeles calls timeout, and we're seeing players, Brent, rise from deeper than ever before. You were a pretty good shooter. What was your maximum range?
Wow, Kevin, that's a great question. I wasn't allowed to shoot where it is that I could shoot from, so we won't get into that. But, yeah, guys are coming into the league more equipped, and it's because they're seeing that happen with players like Steph Curry, players like Trae Young, who are making that shot more and more effective. Damian Lillard, and now they're practicing those shots, and they're more efficient with them. So there's a reason why guys like the deep ball, and it's getting deeper.
Pick up left. Pick up left.
George finds Cousins. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. With the drive, Flash misses. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up to the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 19.
George is not settling for low percentage plays right now. He's putting the defense in a really tough position.
Here's Flash. Count it.
Number 86.
Flash has got 46 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Cousins kicks to Jackson. Here's the teardrop. It's tipped. Here's Flash, who's guarded by Johnson. Flash passes to Levine. DeRozan bounce pass. Vucevic nails the baby hook. And the Bulls lead by 21.
And the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Cousins dishes to Jackson. Outside, George.
2 minutes remain in the first half. 2 minutes.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cousins. That one off the back iron and out.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Flash misses.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Outside Jackson. Scoring. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Flash, and he jams it with authority.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half. George with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Here's Flash, guarded by Jackson. Flash misses.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That'll be his second personal foul.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for the Clippers. 46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the paint. Here's George, and DeRozan sends it back. Here's Flash, and again.
My goodness.
50
That's his first
for the
personal
8.
foul.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Now
Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Flash. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Johnson. On the wing, George. Launches it. Good on the three-point shot. George is going to let it.
Well, maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Flash. That shot misses. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Bulls running away with this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. We've got Flash. Anthony is out there at DeRozan. And it's Vucevic. And it's Levine and at the 2 guard. Here's George. Cousins trying to free himself up. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Leonard on the wing. DeRozan defending. Here's George. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Cousins trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago.
And we've witnessed DeRozan improve big time as a playmaker. His court awareness is really at an elite level.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Leonard. Here's Cousins. And the Clippers miss again.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
To halt the run. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
Let this be a reminder, when you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be looking. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his player on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Levine for three. They get it back. Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can look in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Coming on to the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
Free throw drops for Leonard.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive scheme.
Here's Flash. Lays it up off the glass. Flash has got 14 points here in the second half.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All the officials
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
First free throw is good. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health,
that's
perhaps,
his second personal
one of the biggest. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
For Chicago, they have been on target from the free throw line. 5 of 5 in that department. And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Flash. Here's Kennard. He's got 9. To the inside. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
The strength in that body that Kawhi has, he finishes through contact as well as anyone in the league.
Bulls have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Here's Flash. Kennard covering. And the rejection by Leonard. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Plenty of space. Connects. The jumper drops. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Cantor, the pass to Mann. Inside. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Driving the ball.
Number 86,
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Cantor finds Kennard. Outside Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip.
And that's miscue number 2 for them to...
Bold substitution.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Jackson looking it over. Cantor's shot is off.
A bit shocking that he has not registered one made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Flash misses. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And the shot goes in. Leonard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get...
Too much at that. And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Vucevic defending. They double him with Vucevic. Pass to Jackson. And there's the whistle. That goes on flat. That's his fifth foul.
Yeah, it's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul. And one more. It'll be hit the showers.
Shot clock at 6. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. 12 points for him.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Here's Flash. Vucevic trying to get over, and he drops it in from the low post.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Leonard. Shoots over DeRozan. Vucevic with the rebound. Chicago's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Count that bucket.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And George kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. Vucevic defending, 13 feet away. Rebounded by Flash. Flash has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Ball, the pass to Flash. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. DeRozan against Leonard. Basket counts.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Here's Flash. Kicks it to Levine. Good on the triple.
Zach Levine.
Levine's got 15 points.
And the more experience Levine gets, the more his confidence builds, as evidence right there, shooting off the catch.
And so it's Chicago, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Paul George. Johnson is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Preston in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Niang. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Flash. Hits it again. Wow.
81 on the night. Channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Outside, George, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Well, the Bulls shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And Flash gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Preston passes to George with the shot. And he overshot that one, missing. And there's the pass to Flash. Going inside. The Clippers grab the miss. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Preston. Back to George. Passes it to Niang. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Preston. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Flash. 2021 was an unusual season, to say the least, for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and show up every day to do it, and commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit, and the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. I'm glad we're through that.
And George gets the whistle that time.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
That's his 3rd foul of the game. Some changes for Chicago. Anthony's checked in for Vucevic. And it's Dosumu in for DeMar DeRozan.
Full substitution. Carmelo Anthony. Ayo Dosumu.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter.
Number 86.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. Here's Preston, guarded by Levine. Preston passes to Lopez. Can't hit from in close. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
George up top, guarded by Levine. Back to George. Clippers moving the ball around. Anthony against Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Checked in for Paul George. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Bulls have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7.
Number 86.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends. Of the floor here tonight.
Here's Preston. And it's blocked. Here is Hodges to the middle. Here's Flash. And yep, another basket.
And this game has his name written.
That's his first personal foul.
He's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
Shooting
Let's
for
take a
Chicago.
moment, guys, to get your take
Number
on the scoring so
86.
far for the Bulls.
Shooting
And they
1.
haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
I also love the fact that they've played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
Bulls making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Here's Flash. That one, no good. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different
Jason Preston.
than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
Number 86.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Down low, here's Niang. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Flash. To the inside, Simonovic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
High post Lopez. Pass to Preston. Trying to get open is Lopez. Rebound by the Bulls. Flash has got 7 rebounds in the game. No good that time. Good D by Lopez. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. 2 points. That one goes.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Takes it inside.
Number 86.
I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. Here's Preston. The shot that time, not on target. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh,
Number 86.
You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Here's Flash. And got it. Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Preston passes to Lopez. Lets it go from 11. Chicago grabs the miss.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Clippers shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Kennard. To the paint. Lopez passes to Preston. Clock at 6. Kennard against Hodges. Los Angeles with another miss. And for the Bulls, they're shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Flag. He got it again. Sensational.
And that ties him for third all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
For one.
Great player movement is always a constant in the NBA.
One shot.
But with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Flash. And there's another.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night. Kicks it to Lopez. The pass to Preston. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Niang, no good.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurry shot selection.
Third team foul. Now at the line for the Bulls, number 86, shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Here's Flash. Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Picked away. 1:46 left in the game. Driving in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Bold substitution.
Backdoor! Backdoor! Backdoor!
So it's the Clippers now.
Go! Watch it!
Johnson left side. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Niang, no good. The Bulls shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
One shot.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Flash.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And with so many entertainment options these days, Brett, the NBA not shy innovating to attract and retain viewers. Where do you sit with that? Keep it the same or be creative?
Well, I think the league does a great job of being creative, and I think that Adam Silver does a really good job of not just being a leader, but being a listener. And there's tremendous participation between the Players Association and the commissioner and the ownership group to continue to press the way that the game is played, try to innovate in the way that the game is broadcast, and it'll continue to do those sort of things to draw in the fans that love this game and are invited to that kind of competition. To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Here's Flash, and another one.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points in a game.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts, GA, we've seen, not just in basketball, but I dare say in any sport. Complete scoring dominance. And it doesn't even draw iron. Here's Flash. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
Give me some more.